Now, don't worry. How do you feel? Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Hi, how you doing?
It won't be long now. Everyone's here but the judge.
He is so calm.
No, he's not calm.
The way he looks at me. Who knows what he's going to say?
All rise.
The People versus Roger Thorpe. Are the principals present?
We are, Your Honor. We are, Your Honor.
Then let's go to the selection of the jury.
And now, the guiding light. This...
Carmen, did you want to see me?
Yes, darling. I thought we might have lunch in here, just the two of us. I don't really feel like going into the bathroom. I don't quite feel up to it.
I thought you were feeling better.
Well, I guess I did too much yesterday. Going out, you know. It was a dismal day, but, oh, I couldn't resist it. It won't be so difficult today. It's even worse. Why are you all dressed up?
I have a recital this afternoon, Mother.
Where?
At the university. The Schubert Auditorium. Oh, I told you about it. I'm playing the Bach concerto.
Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot it was today. I was hoping that you could, read to me. My eyes are so tired. Why is it that everything that I can do for myself, to amuse myself, reading or needlework, all tire my eyes? I worry when you go to these concerts and these recitals. I mean, I know they mean a great deal to you, dear, but I'm worried that I'm going to be alone so long. I'd appreciate it if you didn't leave before you absolutely had to.
Mother, I get very nervous before I have to play a recital. I need some time to myself. I can't just get in the car and drive to the theater and walk on stage. Especially today. I'm not at the Schubert Auditorium. There'll be hundreds of people there today.
You're certainly being asked to play at all sorts of recitals these days, aren't you?
Oh, Professor Weinbaum thinks I'm ready.
Oh, darling. I mean, you play beautifully. I just hope that Professor Weinbaum isn't encouraging you to do things that are going to be so difficult for you emotionally. I mean, he knows how you play, but he doesn't necessarily know you.
Mother, it's hardly unusual that a musician would be nervous before a performance.
A musician?
Yes, I am a musician. I've done very well at those recitals. The audience has been very nice to me. People have told me that my music has moved them, that it's been very touching.
Darling, why are you so upset?
Because it sounds to me like you're telling me that this is something that I shouldn't be doing, like I'm not good enough or not strong enough.
Darling, I didn't think any such thing.
I'd better go, Mother.
All right. When do you think you might be home?
I don't know. Soon.
Well, I hope you won't forget me. I mean, I have to take my medicine at 3 o'clock.
Mother, couldn't Carmen just this once give you your medicine?
Yes. Yes, of course. Carmen could. Still, you won't stay away too long, will you? No. Darling, before you leave, could you give me my shawl? I'm sorry I have to ask you to give me things. I'm sorry that my illness interferes with your plans.
I don't see why you have to do this to me every time I have to play. Why? Mother, I'm sorry. I'm just very nervous because of the recital.
I know, darling. Play well. And you will be home soon. She's changed. She never wanted to leave me. I used to be her world. Now all she wants to do is get away from me.
I don't know. I don't have any particular artistic bent myself, but I'm very interested in people who do.
Well, hard to explain. I guess I feel that I have certain things inside of me, not ideas exactly, images that make me feel a certain way, and it's like I have to express them.
Well, have you always felt that?
No, not at first. Not that I realized. But then I changed, and drawing and painting became more than just fooling around. They became very important to me. Passion.
A passion. You know, you're very lucky to care about something so deeply.
Well, you don't have to be an artist to care about things.
No, but still, it must be wonderful to have so much inside of you and to love your work. You know, I'm like you in one way. I know what it is to care passionately. I believe in being dedicated. But with me, well, my dedication is usually to another person, and that can be very disillusioning. Well, anyway, you know, I meant to mention to you, I met your wife once.
You did?
Yeah. She was over here on business for the Wexler.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, she's been working for Lucille for quite a while now.
Does she like that?
Yeah, depending on the day.
That's very different work from what you do. Is she an artist, too? I mean,
He?
on the side?
No.
Oh. Funny, I guess I just assumed that an artist would have, you know, would marry someone who was interested in painting.
Oh, well, she's interested in it, all right. Eve has a very strong feeling for art. She just isn't an artist herself.
How long have you two been married?
Just under a year.
Oh. You know, I was talking to Hope Bauer the other day. I understand that you two used to be very close.
Mm-hmm.
We're neighbors. She just moved into my apartment building. She's doing some interior design for Alan's new offices. She's a very attractive girl. Very nice.
Yeah, she is. She really is. Well, I guess I had better get back to this.
Yeah, I'd better get back to work myself. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah, me too.
What is your name, please?
Frederick Sandusky.
What is your occupation, Mr. Sandusky?
Computer programmer for the F.R. Bradley Corporation.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Get him off.
Yeah, sympathizes with a woman already. You hear that? 2 beautiful daughters.
Lovely.
Margaret Keller.
And what is your occupation?
I'm a salesperson at Dixon's department store.
Are you married?
Divorced.
Do you know anyone connected to this case?
No.
Is any member of your family or friend in the field of law enforcement?
Yes, my brother is a police officer.
Is there anything about the nature of this case that would cause you difficulty in weighing the evidence objectively and arriving at an unprejudiced decision?
No. I think I can be objective.
4 challenges left. I'm going to get her off. She's divorced, hates anything in pants.
Now, Mrs. Clements, is there anything about this case that might interfere with your carrying out your responsibility as a juror?
No, I think I could keep an open mind.
She's good. Thinks Holly's lucky to have you.
I sure hope so.
Don't worry. She'll be in our pocket.
I have already ruled on a pre-trial motion by the defense that the charges against the defendant be dropped because he is legally married to the woman he is charged with assaulting. Now, the law of this state is clear. A husband may be held guilty for raping his own wife. As members of the jury, it is not your responsibility to rule on that law. Your sole responsibility is to evaluate the evidence presented here. The issue that you must decide is whether or not an unconsensual sexual act did indeed occur. The defendant is presumed innocent unless proven guilty, and you must return a verdict of guilty only if you are convinced that an unconsensual sexual act did occur, and only if you are convinced of this beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Bailey, do you wish to question any of the jurors now seated?
No, Your Honor. The prosecution has no further question.
Mr. Marler?
The defense is very satisfied with all the jurors now seated.
Very well. We'll recess now and reconvene this afternoon to hear the opening statements. I asked Mr. Bailey and Mr. Marler to keep those statements short so that we can get on with the testimony. Court is adjourned until 2 o'clock.
All rise.
I think you can stop worrying. We've got a good jury. Roger, damn it, I told you. All through this trial, I've told you this before. You're the hurt, betrayed husband. You don't hate your wife. You just don't understand why she's doing this to you. Now, do you understand that?
Yes.
Good.
Well, how was it?
Good. Very good. Didn't you hear them?
The audience was a lot bigger than I had expected. I thought I'd die when I got out there.
Yes, I know. I was a little bit worried about you.
Oh, I was a nervous wreck. Do you really think it was all right?
You were wonderful. You know, I think you're rather glad that it's over.
I am. I have this horrible feeling that I'd go blank somewhere in the middle.
It was the large audience. You'll get used to it.
Well, at any rate, at least I didn't disgrace myself.
It's an important lesson to learn. That you can overcome fear even when it strikes you in the middle of a performance.
Well, you've been a wonderful teacher. You've helped me so much, I can't tell you.
I'm glad. Amanda, you're a very good pianist now. I must speak to Mr. Tellman. He's going to play the Chopin after the intermission.
Wish him luck.
I will.
Amanda?
Well, hello, Cliff.
You were sensational.
Thank you. You certainly come to a lot of recitals.
Well, I certainly try whenever you play.
That's very nice. Thank you.
This is a big audience. If you keep this up, I'll have to follow you to New York and all the capitals of Europe.
You mustn't tease me. I'm quite happy to play right here.
You never think I'm serious when I talk about your playing, but I am. I think you're wonderful.
Thank you.
Would you have lunch with me? I know a place I think you'd like.
That's very nice of you, Cliff, but I can't.
Why?
I have to get home.
Right away?
My mother's still ill.
Well, can't she spare you for another hour or so?
No, she did ask me to come home as soon as I could.
Well, would you like to give her a call?
No, I don't think that would do much good. She just asked me to come home.
Well, it seems like a shame. I mean, after your big triumph here, to just rush off home alone. I mean, you were one of the first on the program. Now, what if you'd been the last? Now, that's a couple of hours right there that you'd have to be without your mother anyway, right?
That's true.
So come on, have lunch with me. I know this wonderful place. It's a country inn out on the road near Pineville. We can drive up there and have lunch and be back in just a few hours. Is a ride in the country sound so unappealing?
Well, it is supposed to rain.
Well, if it rains, they'll have a fire in the fireplace and we can ask for a table right next to it. Come on.
All right. Will you excuse me for a minute?
Sure.
Professor Weinbach.
Yes?
I was just about to leave, and I just wanted to thank you for everything.
I'll call you about the recital in Falwell Hall. It's a week from Sunday. Don't forget.
I won't. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Amanda, don't forget your flowers. You earned them.
I won't.
Goodbye.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Well then, Miss Wexler, in return for
New York Post.
A wonderful...
They'll put the whole world in your hands. At the Puerto Rican Forum. Reach out.
Helen Reddy joins Mike at 4:30.
I down in buckets.
Oh, it's a storm, isn't it?
It's perfect. Whole day's been a catastrophe.
Just take it easy.
How could she do that? I mean, that lawyer of Rogers is a monster. I mean, can he do that, Mike? Can he say that Holly's lying? I mean, she's not the one that's lying. It's Roger.
Well, don't let it get to you.
And all that funny business in the courtroom and the blackboard. Why is Holly Thorpe lying?
Well, you have to see it for what it is. It's just a tactic.
A cheap one. It certainly is.
Well, we have Sarah, and she's going to back up the fact that you were beaten.
I'm so cold. Here, I laid a fire.
Oh, okay. Here, let me, I'll get it. Look, we have a solid set of facts. There's no way the jury's going to believe that you lied.
Oh, I hope not. You warned me. But you know, Mike, being there and hearing Ross Marler was worse than I expected.
It's very hard for me to believe that he's Justin Marler's brother.
Well, he's just doing the best he can for the client.
Well, you know what scares me? This is just the beginning.
You're right, it's going to get worse. But don't let it upset you.
It started last night. Suddenly my hand started shaking. I just can't stop.
Well, you're not alone in this. I'm with you every step of the way. Remember all those people that have written you those letters wishing you well, okay?
Hey, you shouldn't be back here. No visitors allowed.
Yeah, listen, I'm looking for Professor Weinbaum. It's important.
He was here just a minute ago. Hey, there he is, Professor. Somebody to see you.
I'm Professor Weinbaum.
Hi, my name is Ben McFerrin. Looking for Amanda Middleton.
Amanda?
Yeah, her mother is worried about her. Her mother's been...
Yes, I know Amanda's mother.
Right. Well, would you happen to know where she is so I can tell Lucille?
Well, I really don't know. She was first on our program today, and the audience was very enthusiastic. They liked her playing very much.
That's great. That's really good. And after she played?
And after, well, after she went off with the young man whom I see at our concerts regularly.
She went off?
A man named Cliff Murdoch.
Cliff Murdoch. Okay, thank you very much.
Let's go in.
Oh, no, not yet. I love the rain.
Well, this isn't just rain. This is a cloudburst.
Ever since I was a little girl, I used to sit in my bedroom by myself and watch the rain for hours.
Well, then why don't we go in and watch it from there?
I'd sit and I'd listen to the rain and I'd dream.
Yeah. Well, come on.
I used to dream that I'd be a brilliant concert pianist.
Well, look at you now. You are.
Oh, that applause today. That was nice.
You're nice.
Now, the guiding light. This portion is...
Hello. May I speak to Mr. Murdoch, please? I see. Do you know where I might be able to reach him? No, I called his office. They said they might be at home. Well, is there, someplace else where I could get in touch with him? Where is this weekend place? The mountains. There are a lot of mountains north of the city. I see. Do you know how far outside Benton Springs? Is there a phone? No, I know that you don't know me. No, I don't want to get you in trouble with your boss, no. Look, hey, forget it, okay? Just forget it. I'll find it. Thanks.
Come on, sit down. Do you want some hot tea?
No, honey, thank you. I can just stay for a second.
Just a second. I wish you'd stay longer. I love talking with you.
Preferably without Alan.
Wouldn't bother me if I never saw him again.
I know how upset you are.
Upset is hardly the word. I shouldn't talk like that to you. It puts you in the middle.
Well, I don't like the way Alan's treating Philip either, and I shouldn't be telling you that.
It's all right. As long as we're both concerned with what's best for him.
It's more than that, though.
Yes. It's much more than that.
I've talked to Alan.
It's no use. I've talked with him, Mike's talked with him. He won't take back what he said to Philip.
Well, maybe I should talk to him again.
Jackie, it won't work.
Why?
He's taken his stand. He's not going to change.
I suppose not.
I'm glad I don't have to spend night and day with him.
Elizabeth, don't worry about me.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. To make matters worse, I keep wondering if I shouldn't have done something more to warn you about him.
I went into this marriage with my eyes open.
I'd like to believe that.
You can believe it.
Well, I thought I knew Alan when I married him.
Elizabeth, you and I are different. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit harder than you.
Oh, Jackie, you're not hard.
Okay, then maybe more independent.
Well, maybe a little, but every time I think of you married to him, I feel something like pity.
Don't pity me.
I'm sorry.
But don't pity me. I feel very lucky these days.
You feel lucky. Why? Why? What's happened?
I'm going to have a baby.
A baby?
Mm-hmm. So don't pity me. Be happy for me.
Oh, Jackie, I am happy for you. I'm delighted. Are you happy?
I am happy.
How's Alan feeling?
Proud? I don't know. Ever since I found out, I have been feeling so good.
I remember feeling like that. I remember feeling like a different person, almost like a new person.
Yeah.
When you do?
Well, I've just found out, so it'll be a while yet.
Is there anything I can do? If you ever want to talk anything, seeing as it's your first.
Yeah, well, okay. Maybe I'll come to you for some advice.
It's been a long time. It's not something you forget.
No, I suppose not. Well, I guess I'll be going.
So soon.
Well, I have a lot of errands to do.
All right. Now look, don't stay out in the rain too long.
Hey, what? Do not fuss over me.
All right. I know, you'll be fine.
I will be just fine.
I'll get your coat.
Listen, I want to ask you something. Would you do me a favor?
Of course.
Don't tell Philip. Let me be the one to tell him. I mean, I'd like to do it sometime for the house or something.
Okay. You should have that privilege. That's part of it.
I'm going to have fun with this job. Well, bye.
Take care.
Getting worried about you out in the weather.
Well, I didn't know you'd be home.
I came home to be with you.
Well, here I am.
I have to go out again briefly, but I thought it might be nice to relax for a bit with my wife. Where'd you go, anyway?
Oh, round and about.
Oh?
Alan, why won't you help my good Elizabeth with Philip?
I suppose that was part of your around and about. Who was your chat with, Elizabeth, or was it with Mike?
But they both asked you to help them, and you refused. Why, Alan?
Jackie, I will not have you interfering in this.
Well, I don't consider it interference.
I do. You're going to have to allow me to follow my own conscience in this. That's all. I don't suppose you want a drink?
No, I told you, not the first 2 months.
I trust that doesn't apply to the father.
I doubt it.
Drinking alone for 3 months. I'm liable to become a lonely lush.
I doubt that, Alan. You're too much into control.
Oh? Well, there seem to be certain things in my own home I'm not able to control.
Like what?
Well, your hairdo, for instance. You may think it's chic, but I don't like it.
Alan, you know what? I'm going to wear my hair this way because I like it. You're not going to mold me into something you want me to be.
Jackie, all I said
But you
was...
say it constantly.
Jackie, look,
No.
just a minute.
Let me be me. That's the only way this marriage is going to work.
Is that an ultimatum?
Take it however you want it to be.
All right. I apologize. Will that do? I married you with your hair like that. I suppose I can learn to live with it.
See this here? This is what I can't understand. If this is the profit that we're estimating for this apartment house, I just don't think Lucille's going to be very happy with us.
Oh, I think I see something. Yes, you're going to have to refigure depreciation, see? Those units are furnished.
I'll tell you, that's a relief.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, Eve, you've been going at it hard and heavy. Why don't you take a break?
I don't know if I should right now.
Would you like me to go get you some coffee? I'd like a cup.
All right, sure.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'll go get some.
Thank you.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yes, operator? I'd like to make a quick call, please. Person to person. Ben McFerrin. Yes, I'll hold. Operator? There doesn't seem to be any reply. Response. I'm sorry. There's nobody else. Nobody home. I'll call back later. Yes, operator? I'd like to make a quick call, please. Person to person. Yes, same area code. Parties Lucille Wexler. Thank you. Oh, could you please charge this to my home phone? Yes, the number is 555-6741. Thank you.
Hello?
Lucille?
Eve, is that you?
Yes, I hope I'm not bothering you.
No, I'm a bit surprised, that's all.
Well, I hope I didn't interrupt your dinner or anything like that.
It's a bit early for that, dear. But why are you calling me? Is there some problem with work?
No, work's fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I'm sure that Whitney can answer.
No, work is fine. I'm just calling you because I was wondering if you knew where Ben was.
Ben?
Well, he was supposed to be home right now. I was calling him because, you know, he knew I would be calling, and, well, he's not there.
Oh, well, my dear, I'm afraid Ben's off doing a favor for me.
A favor? What kind of favor?
Well, you see, Amanda played in a concert earlier this afternoon, and she was supposed to come home straight afterwards.
So?
Well, she didn't come home, and she promised me.
Well, what does this have to do with Ben?
Well, I was terribly worried about her. I still am, and I called the theater, and they said she'd gone off somewhere or other.
So you told Ben to go out and find her?
Well, I asked him to help, yes.
Well, when he gets back, would you please have... I'll just try to call him later. Thank you very much, Lucille. Goodbye.
Steve, go on in.
Michael, it's terrible.
Here, let me take the coat. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Holly, how are you, dear?
I'm holding up.
Well, it's been a tough day. Yes, I'm sure it was, but now here we have a nice fire, so why don't we just relax?
Yes, really, so sit down.
Steve's right. Why don't you just relax and forget about today?
It's not today I'm thinking about.
It's not.
Oh, tomorrow. I keep thinking about tomorrow.
Holly, you're going to win this case.
Oh, yes, indeed, you will.
I wish I felt so sure, but...
Holly, will you listen to me? I want to tell you something.
Steve told me that he noticed several of the jurors were very sympathetic when the district attorney spoke on your side.
Really?
Oh, really? Yes, they all looked as though they agreed with him, totally.
Well, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but one thing I've learned being a lawyer all these years, you can't second-guess a jury. The one that looks the most sympathetic could be the one that holds out for the death penalty.
It's a nice try, anyway.
Well, that's all right. I still think I'm right, no matter what Michael says.
Well, at least we can hope that it's so.
Well, I mean, on the contrary. The contrary could be true also. I mean, somebody who's scowling the whole time could be the one that ends up on your side.
All right. All right, Michael. I'm sure you know. Holly, is there anything at all I can do to help out? Take Christine over to my house or...
No, thank you. Thank you, but I'd like to keep her close to me.
Well, I understand that.
Now, Holly, if there's anything that we can do for you.
Sure. You're very sweet. Thank you.
All your friends feel the same way.
Yeah. I guess a lot of people are on my side. You should see some of the letters I've been getting.
Oh, letters? What kind of letters?
From all over the country.
Oh.
Well, are they a problem, Holly?
No. Most of them. And there are hundreds from men and women. They've been writing, and they seem to think I'm doing the right thing.
Good. Because I'm sure you are.
And so am I.
Who is it?
Amanda, it's Ben.
Ben?
You all right?
Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute, Ben. What are you doing here?
Your mother is worried about you.
Oh, God. I'm fine. I just came up here with a friend. He was at the concert and... Oh, God, we just decided to go for a drive.
Where is he?
Where is he? He went out to get more wine. I don't know when he'll be back. He said something like an hour.
Listen, your mom is kind of frantic, you know, and she wants you home. So why don't you leave him a note or something, and maybe we should take off.
How did you get up here?
It wasn't easy. Why don't you get dressed and I'll take you home?
Ben, I can't go home like this.
Get dressed.
Hello?
Lucille, it's Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Nah, take it easy. I found her.
Oh, thank God. Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Where are you? Where did you find her?
I think that I will let her tell you about that when she gets home.
Oh, well, all right, but, well, when do you think...
Well, I don't know. The storm seems to be getting worse, and the roads up here are in pretty bad shape, so...
Oh, and you must be out in the country.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Anyway, it's going to be a while.
Well, that's all right. Oh, you drive carefully. I'll just be so glad to see you when you come back.
Right. It's quite an outfit for a drive in the country.
Can we go home, please?
Yeah. You feel okay?
Just a little dizzy.
We'll continue with part 2 of The Guiding Light in a moment.